All right. We're live now. Outside in nature.
Why you tripping, baby? You know you invited. Acting like you know what's up, but you ain't psychic.
All right, Austin. We're back. That's it. It's episode 8. It's crunch time. And you know what? We needed to up the ante a little bit. So as you can see, we are outside. We're enjoying the little common area out here outside the Science and Engineering Research Facility. Out in front, right behind us. Beautiful old sun sphere. We're going to be talking about one of our favorite topics on the show today, and that's got to be history. Pretty good with history, I think, Austin.
For 2 seconds there, I thought you were going to say Star Wars.
Okay, yeah, that's right. The hierarchy goes Star Wars is definitely our number one topic, and then we're pretty good at history.
I would say, after the last one, we could be historians.
We could be. I mean, so why not give the people more of what they want? We're going to talk about history today, specifically World's Fair history. So, got the little World's Fair Park right behind us. Happened in Knoxville in 1982. We're going to be talking about some of the inventions in the cup today that were from, I guess they could be from any World's Fair. We're going to pull it out. We're going to figure it out. I guess that's how it's going to go.
Do you think Mayor Dempster debuted his invention of the dumpster at the World's Fair?
Honestly, if the dumpster showed up at the Knoxville World's Fair, I'd be all for it. Wouldn't be surprised. I'd be all for it.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Right along what you were saying.
Okay.
Debuted in the Knoxville World's Fair in 1982.
Uh-huh.
Cherry Coca-Cola.
Cherry Coke. Okay.
Cherry syrup, an all-American cherry syrup plus an all-American classic. Best World's Fair invention. Debuted alongside a bunch of other Coke flavors like vanilla.
Okay.
But everybody loved cherry the best.
I'll just come out and say it. I think it's so crazy that, like, when you think of inventions, you don't necessarily think of, like, here's a new flavor of soda.
But they had to invent it.
But it had to be invented. And
Yeah.
I'm glad it was done in Knoxville. I'm glad we can take the credit and we're like, yeah.
We got Mountain Dew, too.
We got Mountain Dew, but now we've also come to find out that we have Cherry Coke. So, I mean, we've kind of got the market cornered in terms of good soda
Beverages.
products.
Yeah.
But, I mean, personally, though, I'm surprised people gravitate towards the cherry. Like, I wonder what the novelty is with, like, why is everyone, like, it's got to be, everything's cherry flavored now. Cherry Coke toppled the domino, and now everything's got to be cherry flavored.
Are you a big Cherry Coke man?
Honestly, I'm a bigger vanilla Coke man. Call me crazy.
Yeah.
But I like vanilla.
I'm just a stock boy. I'm all about the just
classic.
OG. Yeah, but really I don't drink sodas too much anymore, so I guess I can't say. Maybe one of these days I would have tried
I know.
Cherry Coke if I kept going, but
Is that how we know we're getting old? Is how we've started to cut ourselves off from soda? I mean, we really are the old men in the Muppets.
sugar, gotta cut it out of my diet.
Exactly, all those calories. I'm reading the labels now, like, what is this artificial red 40 sugar going on in here? It's like, what's happening to me, man? What's happening?
That ain't it.
Gosh, 20s hit different, dude. We're getting up there.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So this is an invention coming out of the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair, and that's got to be the ice cream cone. Okay.
Wow.
So, all right. So an ice cream vendor apparently ran out of cups. The waffle stand next door started rolling waffles to use as makeshift cups. It was an unexpected invention at a fair about inventions. I've also got a note here from the writers. Italy had already invented the ice cream cone around this time too, but this is how the Americans invented it. I'm glad we have our own version of history where it's like the Americans invented it.
I just gotta say, man, like the guy next door with the waffle shop, what a bro.
It's pretty hype. I like the fact, like, that guy is definitely the guy, like, that shows up to the party and is like, I brought the Cherry Coke, and then now he's like, I've brought the waffles.
Yeah, what a legend.
What an absolute legend. And again, the fact that it's like, Italy, you have your story, but we invented it in the most American way possible. We ran out of cups and was like, let's make cups with more food.
They're like, it's an invention convention. Let's invent something else.
It's genius.
Yeah.
It's genius. Let's see. Okay. The Ferris Wheel debuted at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. Some dude named George Ferris, okay, was tasked with creating a landmark that rivaled the Eiffel Tower. So he made a 264-foot wheel that could carry people. All right, George.
Yeah.
I think we need to talk about this one a little bit. So this man was sat down and said, hey, Paris over here just unveiled a global landmark, the Eiffel Tower. We need you to do something just like that. And then this,
You got to step it up.
You need to bring up the tempo for us, George. And what did George do? He went out and made a wheel that could carry people.
People say you shouldn't reinvent the wheel, but apparently he was like, yo, boy, we should.
And George was
so
like,
much that they named a hall of him over there.
dude, I mean, the Ferris wheel's cool and all, but the fact that I'm hung up on was that this was America's answer to the Eiffel Tower. I mean, good for
Tower,
good for
Ferris
us.
wheel.
Exactly.
Can you ride the Eiffel Tower? No.
So this one says Jetpacks ?
What?
Apparently in the 1964, that's right, you heard me right, the 64 New York World's Fair, there were some jetpacks. NASA got its hands on one as part of this project, as part of the space race. Apparently there would be a pilot at the World's Fair that would demonstrate, the jetpack flight 3 times a day. Flight would only last about 30 seconds to 2 minutes. So it's not like he's flying around like in the movies, but I mean 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Jetpacks in 1964?
Wow.
How the heck have they been around since 1964? Why the heck don't we have them now?
Yeah, like why am I not making my morning commute in like a jetpack?
A jetpack? I mean, the closest we've got was hoverboards that were just literally 2 wheels with
Not
batteries
even a
that
hoverboard.
explode. We can't even get a jetpack, and you're telling me some man in the 60s is flying around New York with one of these bad boys on? I'm going to say it. I'm going to come out and say it. I think NASA's got this stuff locked up somewhere, Area 64 type stuff. There's a whole city where people are flying around on jetpacks, and they just ain't telling us.
They're just waiting for the opportune moment. Like we're gonna be in like some kind of like crazy alien invasion or something. They're just gonna like let loose all the Iron Mans out of their like base.
They're gonna be like, here, every citizen grab a jetpack and a laser rifle. This is it. And we're like, where the heck have these things been?
All right. 1893 Chicago World's Fair.
Again.
The 1800s ones always like kind of surprised me a little bit because I'm like, this is old. And we've got moving walkways.
Okay.
Like the ones in the airports. Chicago charged fairgoers for a ride along a 3,500-foot moving walkway up and down the pier. The tech wasn't used until 50 years later after its unveiling because a fire actually destroyed the prototype a year after the fair. Maybe it wasn't exactly ready if it caught on fire.
Well, now that's a roller coaster of a story right there. So we have moving walkways in the 1800s. Fire ensues. We don't see them again for another 50 years.
I'm imagining it's just like a big old conveyor belt. Not like an actual, I don't know. It said moving walkway.
Yeah, I feel like, like the conveyor belt, like maybe it's got to be some sort of walking thing. I mean, it's just cool that that's like what people were doing. Like, I mean, they maybe get off a ride from the Ferris wheel, be like, okay, that's America's Eiffel Tower right there. Let's go look at America's walkway. And so now they just pay, whatever it is. I'm sure it was like freaking 25 cents, 50 cents, whatever it was back in the days. And they'd pay, and then they just stand there and move.
What would they even need it for back in that day, though?
I mean,
it's not moving horses. It's not an escalator going up and down. It's just straight up like a moving walkway for people.
Maybe it was like the, like at the fair, you just go take one of like the lazy river, but you stand.
We hadn't been in cars yet, maybe. I don't know. But we're tired of this walking. Our horse is tired of this walking.
Let's just go stand and move.